Maersk Alabama is an American container ship that faced Somali pirates not once but twice in 7 months. But this time, things were different. This is what happens when pirates mess with the wrong ship. You are about to witness a deadly mistake that cost the lives of several Somali pirates who dared to attack a cargo ship protected by armed security guards. What will be the aftermath of the deadly confrontation? Will the pirates survive the flames or perish in agony? And what were the consequences for these security guards for their actions? The Maersk Alabama was a cargo ship that was carrying food and humanitarian aid to Kenya in 2009. On April 8th of that year, it became the target of a pirate attack off the coast of Somalia. This was not the first time that Somali pirates had attempted to hijack ships in the region, but it was the first time that they had encountered an American crew. The pirates boarded the ship and took the captain, Richard Phillips, hostage in a lifeboat. They demanded ransom for his release, but faced a standoff with the U.S. Navy, which sent ships, helicopters, and Navy SEALs to rescue him. After 5 days, the Navy SEALs killed the pirates with sniper shots and freed Phillips. But little did they know that history was about to repeat itself. Just 7 months after their first encounter, out of nowhere, a small boat appeared on the horizon, speeding towards them. It was a skiff carrying 4 armed men with AK-47s and RPGs. They were Somali pirates, and they had come from Maersk, Alabama. But this time, Maersk Alabama was prepared. They had hired 4 private security guards to protect them from pirate attacks. As soon as they saw the skiff approaching, they grabbed their weapons and took their positions on the deck. They opened fire at the pirates, hoping to scare them away. But the pirates were determined to board the ship. They fired back, spraying bullets at the ship's hull and windows. The sound of gunfire was deafening, but it was not the only thing that pierced the air. The Maersk Alabama also had a secret weapon, a long-range acoustic device, or LRAD. This device could emit a loud and painful noise that could disorient and incapacitate anyone who hears it. The security guards activated the LRAD, blasting the pirates with a sonic boom that made them cover their ears and scream in agony. The pirates realized they had made a deadly mistake. They tried to turn around and flee, but it was too late. One of their RPGs had ignited in their boat, setting it on fire. The flames engulfed the skiff and its occupants, burning them alive. The security guards watched as the pirates met their fiery fate. They had successfully defended Maersk, Alabama, from another pirate attack. Vice Admiral Bill Courtney, who was in charge of the U.S. naval forces in the region, praised their actions. He said, "This is an example of how merchant mariners can take proactive action to prevent being attacked and why we recommend that ships follow industry best practices if they're in high-risk areas." While the Maersk Alabama crew celebrated their victory, not everyone was happy with their use of armed guards. The international maritime community remains divided on this issue. Some argue that having armed guards on board ships is a necessary measure to protect lives and property from pirate attacks. They point out that since armed guards were introduced in 2011, pirate attacks have dropped significantly in the region. Others argue that having armed guards on board ships is a dangerous and irresponsible practice that could escalate violence and endanger innocent lives. They point out that shipping companies worldwide are generally against the idea of armed guards. They believe it's the responsibility of nations and their navies to ensure safety at sea, not privatized security firms that operate outside the law. Roger Middleton of Chatham House in London is one of them. He said, "The use of armed guards is very controversial because there is very little regulation of them. There are also questions about accountability. Who are these people answerable to if they shoot someone?" Despite the successful defense of Maersk, Alabama, the piracy threat in the region is far from over. Attacks increase once the seasonal rains subside, leaving hundreds of ships vulnerable to pirate attacks every year. The pirates are motivated by poverty, desperation, and greed. They demand millions of dollars in ransom for the release of hostages and ships. They are also armed with sophisticated weapons and equipment, often supplied by criminal networks and warlords. The world's eyes are fixed on these treacherous waters, wondering what story the next ship will tell. So, did the security guards on the Maersk Alabama do the right thing by using force against the pirates? Or did they go too far in trying to protect themselves?